Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we were doing the DNA fingerprinting protocol. Today in this lecture we will continue with the DNA protocol what we are doing. So we have understood electrophoresis. So that is the machine in which the agarose gel plate will be placed, and in that agarose gel there is going to be loaded the DNA sample which is taken from any of suspected man. Okay, and whatever at the incident, something whichever received by CBI or CID, those are officers, they will collect it and that will make as a standard DNA, and that standard DNA is going to be compared with suspected individuals DNA. Got it? And that is called as a DNA fingerprinting. Till now we have understood all these things, and we are going in now protocol. What do you mean protocol? So there is a procedure to be followed to implement the DNA fingerprinting. That is what is a protocol. Let's look at when an electric current applied to the gel. You remember, agarose gel is going to be at the surface. There is going to be loaded the DNA because DNA has got negative charge, and at the down of the electrophoresis there is a positive charge. So when the current is applied, the DNA negative charge is going to flow towards the positive charge. So due to this flow of the current, the DNA sample is going to be separated with its band. So that band will be formed because of that the DNA length is too much, and that will be broken down with the help of the enzyme, that is a restriction enzyme, which will make the fragment of the DNA. So many fragments will have a different molecular weight according to their sequences and information. Yes or not? So lighter weight of molecular weight of the DNA sequence band will go faster, which will come at the down. If you remember, I had explained that already. So suppose this is a positive rod and here the DNA is loaded. So DNA will come at the down, that will be having low molecular weight. That's why it has traveled faster, and that which did not reach to closer of this positive pole, that will be here. So that means this is a higher molecular weight compared to this downward of the DNA sequence. Did you understand till here? That was the whole process of that, how the electrophoresis is the part of DNA fingerprinting. So we should know the connection. Another, DNA fragment, we know already it is a negatively charged, and DNA fragment is going to be travel across the gel, okay, and the smaller molecular weight of the sequence is going to travel faster, right? And this is a technique of DNA separation. This is a technique of DNA separation. Its fragment is going to be separated and individual bands is going to be separated, and this process is called as electrophoresis process. Did you understand? Now let's come to the fourth protocol of the DNA fingerprinting. What is the fourth protocol? Denaturing DNA. What do you mean by denaturing? You know that already. The DNA is going to be coiled. DNA is going to be coiled, and it has to be remove the coil of this DNA. So this kind of coil, if it is removed, so it will be denatured. Okay. So this is what is a denaturing DNA. And in this, what is happening? To denature the DNA coil, there is some chemical is used, that is an alkaline chemical, or even the heat is provided. Due to that, DNA is going to be denatured. The helical structure is going to be separated like a single strand. So that's why this process is going to cause the splitting of the double helical structure of the DNA, because DNA is always found in double strand structure. Yes or not? So single strand, how it came, you understood? By giving the heat, and or it can be given with any chemical reagent to be applied on it, and that is going to be cause the breakdown of the hydrogen bond. So you know that and DNA is made up of nucleotides, and nucleotide has got hydrogen bond and sigma bond. So the bond is going to be broken because of that heat is provided, or any chemical if you add to DNA, so that is going to be broken down. Did you understand? The fifth DNA protocol is called as a blotting. Fifth DNA protocol is called as blotting. What is the blotting? Let's understand. So whenever suppose there is an enzyme added which has been broken down the DNA, so it will become in the fragments. It will become in the fragments. And now we want some particular fragment. So whichever you want the particular fragment, for that there is a microtube comes in the laboratory for those scientists. So they are going to use the nylon membrane which is ready-made. Suppose this is a microtube and here the nylon membrane is here. Got it? So the DNA is going to be loaded on this. The fragment, because already the DNA length is be broken down with the help of enzymes. That is we using endonucleases. I taught you restriction enzyme. So that is going to be break down the length of the DNA, and this small fragment of the DNA is going to be poured on this microtube. Are you understanding? And we want particular sequence only in that fragment. So what we are going to use then, other than this nylon membrane, we are going to use probe. We are going to use probe DNA. What we are going to use? Probe. So probe DNA will stick to whichever you want the sequence, it will stick to that. Automatically probe DNA is going to search in the length and it will go to the complementary with that original DNA which you have. So the question comes in mind that the DNA, if it has a double helical structure, then why the probe DNA will bind? So of course that DNA has been, that's why denatured. DNA has been, that's why denatured. So of course now the single strand remain. So of course complementary should come, which you are using as a probe. So probe is something the ready-made which is prepared in the lab by the scientist. Did you understand? So that is the thing. Nylon membrane is placed, size, fraction DNA strand and covered by paper towel. So this all thing is present in this nylon membrane. You don't have to get any kind of membrane, it is ready-made comes. Another point, let's look at. So draw the moisture DNA strands transferred onto nylon membrane. How we will transfer on the nylon membrane? We are going to use small capillary. You must have seen in chemistry, narrow tube. So that with the loading of that DNA we are going to put into the nylon membrane. Did you understand? So this technique is called as a Southern blotting technique. This technique is called as Southern blotting technique. Yes, of course. That is Southern blotting technique. Did you understand till here? Okay. Now who was a scientist who is invented this? E.M. Southern. The E.M. Southern was a scientist who has invented this. Now the next point will come here. Sixth point. So you understood till here? We have loaded the sample into nylon membrane. Because on nylon membrane we want the specific DNA, that's why it will be stick there and the remaining will wash off after adding probe. So first nylon membrane, then we are going to add probe. Got it? So the remaining DNA will be washed off and whatever we want that will be stick to the nylon membrane. And through that nylon membrane we are going to transfer to the photofilm. And like that that sequence can be easily seen in the supercomputer, means computer, with the programming. Did you understand? This is how it is done in the Human Genome Project. Using probes to identify, just I have explained it. Then in the probe probe is specially treated with the radioactive elements. Why the radioactive elements? Because if radioactive elements is treated to the probe, so that probe is going to be detected by the programming that yes, of course this area sequence we want and this area is directly probe is attaching, so that means some information is there. Maybe any cancer cells is also caused by that particular, so that area will be detected by the probe because the probe is going to bind to that DNA sequence. Okay, so we were here that to understand this is how we are going to use the probe which is going to bind the specific DNA sequence which you want to find out. Okay, so you are going to use for that probe, and this probe is going to be treated with the radioactive elements, and that's why it is called as a radioactive probe. Got it? So why the radioactive? Because it can be easily understood that where this probe is going to make the complementary with the original DNA. Means the whichever you want to compare the standard with the sample. So you are going to have by this radioactive probe. So this is going to be added to the DNA bands. Then next is probe is a single strand DNA. Probe is a single strand DNA. So of course it is going to complementary to the gene of the interest. Means whichever the interested gene you want to make it find out, you are going to use that probe. Did you understand? For example, I can give you a very good example. Somebody suppose it was understood that some may have cancerous cells activated. He did not have full symptoms, but it is just doubt, and someone want to clear the doubt with the help of gene therapy. What he will do? He might have that consultant doctor understood that this area may be cancerous cells. So he will collect some cells of that area. and then from that cell the DNA will be collected, and then they have a data of genes that is called as a genome. So they know that cancerous cells is caused by particular that gene. Then that gene they are going to take it and they will make it as a probe. Okay, and then they will allow to that to find out in that length where it has to go. So it will go to the exactly with that complementary, and it will be confirmed that yes, it has started. So it should be controlled at that level. So by listening, it is feeling it's felt very good, but in reality it is not, because as I have told you, there are 90% human beings who are not going to do this for the welfare of human being, but it will be they are going to use this knowledge and this information to make the slaughtering of the human being. Did you understand? So for that, if we want to become safe for ourselves and our family members and friends, so we should have the foundation and knowledge and education of this subject, which is called as a genetics. And I have explained it a number of times in my lectures, right? I have given you details about that, how that the microchip, which will have 1,000 of processes, which will take your data of your DNA and which may cause the mutation in your DNA. So that's why I told that in listening it's very good, but you need to check it that how much practically it is happening. Did you understand? Instead of disease will go away, but a lot of disease will come because of the mutation and these radiations. Understood? So that's what we have to understand each and every phase of this thing. So probes prepared by either fluorescent substance. Fluorescent means something which will have a light emission. That is a fluorescent. And radioactive isotopes. Isotopes you know already, right? That which has a same atomic number but different atomic masses. Are you understanding what I am trying to say? Chemistry, you must have heard this thing. Isotopes. Okay. Then seventh protocol is hybridization with probe. So probe is going to hybridize with the complementary. So this is going to hybridize with that whichever you desire the DNA sequence, it will complementary with it, and the remaining must be washed off. Remaining must be washed off. And like that, whatever remain there on the nylon membrane, this is going to be transferred to the photographic film, which is placed on membrane containing DNA hybrid. So nylon membrane is containing DNA hybrid, and on that what is going to be placed? Photographic film is going to be placed. Do you understand till here? Yes. Then the 8th point, let's look at here. Exposure on the film to make a genetic DNA fingerprinting. So through this film, the printing and makeup will be made, and this has become so easy because today such programs and supercomputer is well developed with well programming. Okay, so human do not have to do anything. This processor is going to do everything. Within a second, it is going to find out the sequence, and it's functional and structural. So radioactive label exposes the film. So radioactive label is going to expose to whom? The film, to form an image of the bands. So that photo film is going to be held by radioactive, which is already enveloping to that ready-made, which we have called as probe. Got it? Understood clear? The next is corresponding to the specific DNA bands, and thin bands form a pattern of bars which constitute the genetic fingerprinting. So ultimately that you are going to match with the standard with the samples whichever you have doubt and investigation. So till here, alhamdulillah, we have done the protocol, and the remaining inshallah we will do in the next class. Till that time, take care all of you. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi